Hi, this is Nora, coming to you from New Hope, Pennsylvania, showing you my handmade creations out of sterling silver, semi-precious stones, and pearls. I'm reachable by this number, 609-306-2515, or by email, noraellenlewis@aol.com. And I let people come in my backyard, on my porch, and stay far away from me, double social distance. And as you can see, we have plenty of sanitizers of all kinds. And just a quick look at some of the fabulous jewelry we're going to be showing you. But first, I am going to demonstrate how to make a simple project at home. And for that, my friend Dee is going to hold and video me. And she's going to start right now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make 2 key rings. I'm very fond of cats, so I strung on this gauge wire a little lapis bead and a cat head bead, and I used gauge 22, or you can use gauge 20 wire. People will try and sell you thin gauges like gauge 28 or 26, and that doesn't work well, or 24. It's too thin, it breaks. The way I do it, and you can buy a cheap set of pliers for $5 to $10 that contain, this is a needle nose. I wrap it around to make a smooth thing. Okay, then I use a hook. I'm going to hook it onto this, and once I'm rocking and rolling there, I wind it around, you see, with my fingers. So you want to buy a base metal, like in a jewelry store you buy this, and you keep wrapping it around, and then you push your beads up, and see, you're starting, we're almost there. We have a little cat, we're not quite done. You have to finish it. So you make a little wrap, a tight little wrap on the bottom. Then, see, I'm going to take my clippers and I'm going to cut it, all right? But we're not done yet. Now I'm going to take my trusty little needle nose. These 3 pliers that I just used usually can come in a cheap set for novice jewelers for about $10 to $20. And you know, if you're going to just make a few things or key rings, you don't need $50 pliers. If you see, I'm tightening these little loops where I cut them off so that they don't cut anyone's hand, and squishing the loose ends in so that they have. Now, one of the tricks I do that's really cool is I put it on a clip. See, a little hook is at the top of mine, okay? And it unhooks like that. And I can hook it onto a key ring. It can be hooked onto a zipper and be a zipper pull. It can be hooked onto a lamp pull or a fan pull to pull down, so it can do all different kinds of things, and you can change it around when you put it on one of these little hooks. And these are very findable at any bead store like Sojourners in Lambertville. And so here, let me just show you. It took me just moments. Now it might take you a couple moments more longer, and all these supplies are relatively inexpensive. Again, I'm just saying, I go to Lambertville to get these parts, in Sojourner on Bridge Street, but you can go anywhere to any bead store, and it will usually have all these parts, and probably the pliers too. Now, I'm going to go back to saying, my name's Nora. I'm Nora Lewis, and I don't have a website because most of my stuff is very fitted. I actually just, my neighbor, I let her stand outside with all the jewelry and all the alcohol wipes and things and try things on, and that's what I let another person do. They had my porch, they had a chair, they had a table, and so much more that they could actually just sit and enjoy themselves and have a lovely afternoon. Now, I'm going to tell you more about my jewelry. We're going to switch. I'm going to take the camera. First of all, I do a lot of very cool rings. And one of the things I do is I like to repurpose things. So, for instance, this is made from the end of a spoon. This is made from sugar tongs, where I cut them and put them meeting each other over a piece of silver. These are made from the tines of forks. See, that's from the tines of forks. Oh, and I love unusual stones. This is ammonite right there. That's a fossil cut in half. And you can tell by the color of it and the glimmer usually what part of what country it was found off of, what near, what waters it was found in. Here's a meteorite. Beautiful, beautiful thing. This is K2. I do a lot with this. Whenever I can find it, I can buy it. It's open it up. It's K2 is a stone that's I'm sorry. K2 is a stone which was discovered in the foothills of the second highest mountain on Earth. K2 in the Karakoram mountain range, which borders Pakistan and China. It's a combination of vivid blue and green spots in a mottled granite matrix. And this is the only place where you see stone in matrix like this. There's no other mountain, no other place in the world. It was found in a lapis lazuli mine, and many of the elements found in these stones are found in there. It has a lot of, usually has azurite in it, the blue-green stuff. It's a rare, unique stone, and it's said to increase one's insight so that they are able to find answers to questions concerning issues in one's life. And it also opens your consciousness to receive guidance from the higher dimensions, which enables one to make decisions in one's highest goods. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and I have a lot of it, as you can see. Next, I do a ton of bracelets. And this bracelet here that my finger's on, those are the ends of spoons reversed. This is a serving spoon cut up and made to look like a bracelet and fits beautifully as a cuff on your wrist. This is a fork and a spoon soldered together. I love repurposing things. This is a fork, a serving fork and a spoon, and the handles in reverse directions on the side. I also like to use old pins and beads I find. This is a Buddha that I found, and I took off the back and I soldered it onto two spoon ends. This is a coin that I made a bezel for, so I never damaged or hurt the spoon. I just set the stone inside of the bezel. This is a pin of Noah's Ark, which I just thought was too cute and needed to be a bracelet because people don't wear pins so much anymore. This is infinity. That's a nice simple bracelet that teenagers like to wear a lot. This is a butter knife wound around and cut in the middle and soldered, so you have the handle and the butter spreader. This is another beautiful fossil, and when you see the glimmering highlights, that's from the minerals that it's picked up in the water. This is peace signs, where I took different little peace pendants and soldered them onto a sterling silver back and made cuffs for them. Here's one with two spoons, two spoon ends attaching. Here's a pin and three spoons where I set a pin into it. There's so much to see. Now, here's these blue necklaces are called kyanite. One of my favorite stones. And so I make them, and they're just gorgeous, and it's hard to find that level of color of kyanite anymore. Next to them, there's this beautiful pink, which is called rhodochrosite. The hearts are sterling silver, and it's this is where you take silver and I wrap it the way I did the key ring, sterling silver, all the way around. Then I have fossils set to be pendants. This is a ammonite cut in half. I have more wraps. This is a pearl necklace, which my friend Dee's going to come over and put on. I'm going to show you it on her. I'm going to keep showing you things till she gets this on. Here, Dee. This is a freshwater pearl necklace, and it's Baroque. The pearls are very unusual, odd shapes, and they're made together with sterling silver wrapped around to connect each one. Below this is amethyst with a beautiful catch that hangs in the front. And then I love my butterflies. This is black onyx with butterfly beads and a black onyx in the middle of two cones. This is also done with sterling silver and wrapped and hangs long. It's a lovely, fun thing. Another important thing here is a knotted necklace. This is what's called, it's counted out like a japa mala. So it has the number of beads of Buddhist prayer beads and a tassel on the end, because tassels have become very popular. Along next to it, we have what are called trilobites. We get closer to them. They are also fossils, and they are really beautiful as pendants. And over here again, these are the ammonite pendants. This is one cut in half and each set separately. Again, I wanted to point that out again because I think it's important. Now here I have this necklace. Get the clasp, it's not in front. Get the clasp. She has, I'm getting the clasp to the front so you can see it. It's okay. This is Baroque freshwater pearls set with a sterling silver clasp and semi-precious stones, and the clasp can be worn in the front, on the side, which is my favorite place to wear it, or in the back. So this is a very versatile necklace. There it is. This is my favorite way. I think it looks gorgeous when you wear it like that. And last but not least, I'm going to show you my sister's hamsas. This is a hamsa is the extending of one hand toward another in a gesture of peace, blessing, and fellowship. It's used as a symbol of welcome and healing, including physical healing. The power of the universe gesture is that of the universal energy field. It's the most easily transmitted through the hands. The principle that the laying on of hands can physically confer benefits. It takes what belongs to the givers and transmits it to the receiver. And this bracelet, I just want to tell you the price is $36. The reason for that is Kai is 18 and double Kai is 36. And that word in Kaya means life or long life, and is derived from the Hebrew word Kai, meaning life. And so gifts are often given in multiples of 18. So this bracelet has to be sold that way to continue that tradition. Now, just a sneak peek at also my modest things like love knot rings. These are simple little rings that sell for only $10. They're made out of sterling silver. This is a heartbeat also that sells for $10, made out of sterling silver. So there's fun little rings like that you can get for children. And over here, another fun, it's a $15 ring. There's all different sizes of the infinity ring. And I make that in a bracelet design too. But that's a lot of fun, the infinity ring. And here it is next to the bracelet so you can see, because people sometimes like to get both as a set. Anyway, on that note, I think I've given you all that I can. So thank you. Again, call Nora 609-306-2515 or email Nora, NoraEllenLewis@AOL.com, and in the subject line put jewelry, and if you call, leave a voicemail, so I will check the voicemail. Thank you and have a wonderful day, and stay safe, happy, and healthy in these unusual times.